So, vitamin D is one of the most important vitamins for our health, and its deficiency is becoming more and more common now. Vitamin D is extremely important for maintaining strong bones because it helps in calcium absorption in our body. Not only this, but it works along with our parathyroid glands to maintain adequate levels of calcium in our blood so that we do not get osteoporosis and our bones don't become weak. It also has an extremely important role to play in our immunity. And when there is deficiency of vitamin D, you can have hair fall too. So now you know vitamin D is so important. In today's video, we are going to discuss about various risk factors that can result into vitamin D deficiency and what is it that we can do to prevent this deficiency. So definitely watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, this is Dr. Zainab Tajir. I am a homeopathy consultant and psychological counselor from Pune. I create videos about health and homeopathy. So if this is something that you are interested in, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. So like I said, in today's video, we are going to discuss about vitamin D. Vitamin D is extremely important for our health because it almost acts like a hormone. So every cell in our body has a receptor for it. So vitamin D is basically made from cholesterol when our skin is exposed to sunlight. So sunlight is a primary source of vitamin D. We also have a few dietary sources, but the dietary sources are usually not enough to give us the daily requirement of vitamin D. So let's quickly get into certain risk factors that can result into vitamin D deficiency. So like I already mentioned, since the sunlight is the primary source of vitamin D, if you live in areas where you do not get good amount of sunlight, that is, if you live away from the equator, there's a good chance that you might develop this deficiency. Also, dark skinned people tend to have more deficiency of vitamin D because they contain more melanin, and melanin usually acts as an inhibitor in producing more vitamin D in the body. If you always apply sunscreen and you never go out into the sun without covering your body completely, again, you are not exposing yourself to sunlight and you might develop vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is mainly metabolized into our gut, by our liver, by our kidneys. So when you have disorders that usually affect these systems in our body, such as if you have Crohn's disease, celiac disease, if you have a liver disorder, if your kidneys are not functioning well, so if you have a chronic kidney disease, not only this, but like I said, vitamin D works with our parathyroid gland as well. So if you have hypoparathyroidism, you've undergone a gastric bypass surgery, etc. So all these are reasons why your body might not be able to metabolize the vitamin D that is being absorbed by your skin, and again you might end up resulting into a deficiency. Lastly, certain risk factors are also when you become old or when you become extremely overweight. All these can also result into vitamin D deficiency. So now that we understand the various risk factors, it's very important to assess that what are our risk factors that can result into this deficiency and accordingly correct it. So let's simply get into the ways in which we can prevent and treat vitamin D deficiency. The first thing is obvious, you have to expose yourself to sunlight. So vitamin D is known as the sunshine vitamin because it's mainly produced from the cholesterol in our body when it is exposed to the sunlight. Therefore, every single day, it's very important for you to expose yourself to the sunlight 15 to 20 minutes every day, early morning, so that you are not getting a lot of harsh UVA and UVB radiations harming you, but you are also getting the benefits of vitamin D. The second thing to do is including certain food sources of vitamin D. So, although these are extremely less, but they can also play a very important role. So, for non vegetarians, fatty fish, liver, egg yolk are very good sources of vitamin D. And when it comes to vegetarians, mushroom remains the primary source of vitamin D. But now we also get a lot of fortified milk, fortified cereals, which are fortified with vitamin D so that you can get your daily requirement. According to the US National Academy of Medicine, every individual needs about 600 to 800 international units of vitamin D every single day. But if you are unable to get it either through sun exposure or from your dietary sources, supplementation becomes very important. When it comes to supplementation, there are two types of supplementation that are available. One is in the form of D2 and one is in the form of D3. D2 is primarily those that is derived from plants, and D3 is those that you get from animal based products. But D3 is known to be more efficient in maintaining adequate levels of vitamin D. But before taking any supplementation, I would recommend that you meet your healthcare professional, let them assess the amount of deficiency you have, and accordingly recommend one for you. So I really hope this video was helpful for you. I would genuinely recommend that you take care that you get your adequate levels of vitamin D, because again that can result into a lot of health issues. And if you like watching my videos, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you again next week. Take care.